Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's time to get it. I am out for a walk with my dog Coda, my golden doodle, wearing him out and wearing myself out, playing my affirmation music, and realizing, if I didn't already, that taking this walk is so important to start your day. And listening to the music, what I decided to do when I go on walks is to just, instead of focusing on the problems I'm trying to solve, I focus on reminding myself of the problems I've already solved in life. So it's almost like a remember yourself conversation. Remember the things you overcame. Remember the things you did. Remember who you are. And so really start naming it out. Like, remember the time you couldn't figure out how to pay off that debt, but you did. You paid off $10,000. Remember the time you had to mend that relationship and you did it. And you mended that relationship, I don't know, in 2017. The idea is to be specific. Be really specific about not just high level, but granular about who you are and the things you've done, to remind yourself that you're a badass. And then what starts to happen miraculously, and you all let me know if you find this out, is you start to think about the things you're trying to solve again, because your brain's just going to do that. But instead of focusing on the negativity about it, you start thinking about solutions and ideas, right? But you have to go through a process of getting your brain there. So getting your energy up through the walking, using affirmations to help you remember who you are, listening to the meditation vibrations at the same time, and it gets your brain to an elevated level where you start thinking about your problems through the lens of solutions rather than the lens of burden, right? You're thinking of your problems through the lens of solutions rather than the lens of burden. And the magic is you realize that, if you did it before, you can do it again. And that whatever you're going through, it's not the same as, you're not the same, I should say, as you were in the past. So you have more knowledge, more expertise, more networks, more tenacity than you did even when you were solving the problems of the past. So if you think about it, you're not in the same position. You may feel like you keep going backwards, but that's not the truth. That's the unconscious reality. The conscious reality lets you know that you have a lot more to pull on, a lot more power, and you don't even have to work as hard as you did in the past, because your level of knowledge and, again, expertise and power will, if you give yourself some time to think, help you actually solve problems more quickly, right? So, yeah, it's an interesting process. But one of the things that you hear people talk about all the time is that you have to move your body. And when you move your body, it actually provides you the energy to move your brain, right? So again, we think through our problems through the lens of solution rather than the lens of burden. Anyway, I got a good sweat. Go in and take a nice shower now and start my day. Again, happy Monday. You got this.